Yeah. And so like sometimes you get into a car, like, section A, B39, all the way down at the end next to the bum. And it would be like, dude, there's a big ass scratch on this car. And it's like you'd be looking around like there's nobody around to help you. And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna drive off with this car that already has damage. I haven't taken the coverage. So now you feel some type of way. And like the brand is kind of like tainted for you a little bit, you know? And so if you're listening to this podcast, if at any given point in time, every time, every time, take a video of the car, walk around the car, and just go all the way around and step back. Don't be mom who like just gets pictures of like 2/3 of the car. Back up and do a loop around because that's gonna save you a
But
lot
you
of
think
time.
like just showing that video to you as an agent will like serve you?
Yeah. And at Enterprise, you have to leave completely satisfied. Now, if you trash the vehicle, like they forego that, right? But if you have a little chip or on the paint or something like that, and you're like, dude, that wasn't me, and it's like, no, that our cars are inspected before we give them out, this and that, whatever. No, 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 that was not me, and I'm gonna be very unhappy if I have to pay my deductible. Oh, well, like customer service to them is number one, at Enterprise. So it's it's there's it's funny because I all my friends that I used to work with, they say, yo, like if I ever leave this company, like I'm gonna know how to get a free rental because you just work the system, and people do work the system. That's the problem, and you get frustrated as a person because I checked you into the car, you brought it back to me, you're acting like you never met me, and I remember giving you this car, and it didn't have that on there, like. That's just
Mm.
so you get lied to. But then it's like on the
So,
flip
well,
side.
you know what's funny though? Like this is something, I guess that goes to the American customer service. Here, the, the, which is a bit counterproductive because at the end of the day, you just want to make them happy so they come back. But here,
Yeah.
like, if you come back and you don't have proof that you didn't do it, it's like the burden to prove it is on you, motherfucker. Like, fuck you, suck a dick. We're taking the deductible, and we don't give a fuck about your customer loyalty. The fuck out of here, coming to Europe and shit, trying to fucking visit Rome and fuck the fuck out of here with your car and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it's funny because sometimes they would take people from here, and they would get an area manager in Berlin or in anywhere, London, and they try to instill these American customs over there. I don't know how successful they are, Enterprise in another part of the world. My mom rented a a, a
Peugeot, yeah.
Peugeot, and she was very happy. She was very happy. The whole process was basically how she rents it over here. She was afraid that she was going to get stick shift. Now nobody rents you a stick shift.
Well,
At
no,
least
but
the big companies.
it might. Well, in the U.S., no, but here a lot of them you have to specifically rent it automatic,
Yeah.
and which is weird because I don't drive stick shift either. Which I know sounds like a bitch move, but hey, man,
I love driving stick shift.
Stevie D was always into the race cars and shit, so he knows how to handle that stick. God damn it!
Damn right. So does my girl. For all you haters out there. But no,
Dude,
I
well,
enjoy.
quick question: do you think that? Well, because it seems like Red Rice, the company that you worked in, like from our side, it always seemed like that one was a good one. Like it seemed like it's within like the ones that you have to choose. Do you think they're all like that, or do you think there are some shitty ones, some shittier than others?
So no, definitely there are some shittier ones than others. Like I was sitting next to at the airport, the Avis budget counter. So just for a little understanding here, Enterprise is the big company, and they own Alamo, and they own National. So it's Enterprise, Alamo, National, what they call the tri brand. And what's crazy about that is that like the Alamo rental agents, which they're trying to push them all to computers and kiosks, right? To save money, and that's what makes Alamo slightly cheaper, slightly, because it's the same pool of vehicles. It's the same pool of vehicles. The only thing is that for National, they'll hold lower mile vehicles because those are typically like nicer kept vehicles. You know, when you get into an Elantra with 60,000 miles on it, yeah, you know, it's like
Mhm.
there's a difference. so,
So Nationals
so
is like the little higher end.
yeah, Nationals for the business traveler. You don't really ever have a line there. You Here's my reservation. Here you go, sir. Here are your keys. It's all prepaid. Or you can just in some places they'll say, okay, you're set up for a sedan. There's somebody out there already, and you can just tell them what car you want in the sedan line, in the crossover line, in the SUV line, whatever, in the sports line. Like you could, oh, I want this one. So like the price you pay, which is the case for Enterprise too, but it just doesn't seem that way because of the way it's sold. Like sometimes they'll be like, oh, like, you know, for Emerald, for the Emerald Club they call it for National, you just go down to the green. It's usually painted green, and you just say, yeah, go over there. But for Enterprise, you'd be like, okay, you're set up for a mid-size sedan. That's like a Toyota Corolla. Okay. Oh my God, what? No, it was like it was like a Camry or like an Impala. Oh my God. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can upgrade you. But the truth is that I don't really have a fucking Toyota Corolla. I only have the Camry and Impala. So I'm sitting here like, oh, but I don't want to pay more. I'm like, look, all right, check it. I'll give you the Impala for half of what I rent the Impala for. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more than the Corolla, but it's less. You know, if you really want it, like, I'll give it to you. You know what I mean? No problem. But if they really push me on it, I have nowhere to go. They're gonna call my bluff, so I say, okay, you know, I'll tell you what.
What do you mean? Like, if they're like, no, I don't want the upgrade.
No, I don't want to pay more. Yeah, I don't want more. I'm just gonna get the Corolla.
And you're like,
so then I spin it and I'm saying, all right, fuck it, because the upgrade are things that we don't get money. Like people think that if I sell insurance, I get money. No, actually, they give us dick. They give us nothing. Only the more that you have, the more clout you have, and the more opportunity for growth you have. But at the end of the day, you're still busting your balls and screwing everybody over. So they'll turn around and they'll be like, oh, no, just give me the Corolla. Like, that's not what I signed up for. And then I have to turn around and say, instead of saying, oh, okay, fine, all I have is a Corolla, I'll just say, look, and for customer service satisfaction, we want to make sure that all of our customers leave completely satisfied. And I'll go ahead and give you the Chevy Impala at no extra charge. You know, but like,
so you were gonna charge me originally, you motherfucker? No, you played poker with me?
Yeah, I mean, and bro, trust me, I get them all types. I'm like, look, I understand your frustration. This is just kind of how it is.
Hey, dude, I'm sorry, but you gotta understand. I also gotta hustle here, and this is the game. Okay, so just be happy you won it. This is a loss for me. Okay, I feel like a man. My manhood has been taken because you caught me on the bluff. So can you just leave here? Have the keys. I'll give you the GPS. Just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. And then I throw a roadside on them. They don't even know.
So what you're saying is that you say, okay, I see you have a Corolla. Would you like to upgrade for half the price? And then they're like, oh, all right, sure. And then, but you were gonna give them the Impala anyways because you don't have a Corolla.
Correct. That's the game. But sometimes I got no upgrades, and I have usually what you ordered.
Okay.
But sometimes I'll have a smacking morning where I'll upgrade everybody, and then everybody at nighttime, if we don't get returns and flip them to turn them and rent them, people are getting downgraded, and that's even worse.
Damn, how do you sell that?
No, I.
But did you look for discount them or not?
Oh yeah, I mean you handle it the way you try. You de-escalate the situation. Hey, look, our car, we had a Chevy Suburban for you. However, there was a mechanical failure on it, and you'll never see the car, so you make up whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean?
The driver was driving here specifically to have you. A fucking semi ran into it. Guys
And killed
dead in